Yeah, good to see Eve Higgins back. Good morning, everybody. We're into the second match in Pool A now. It is New Zealand, the top-ranked team here in the women's competition, up against the ranked side here in Singapore. New Zealand, of course, coming off that. In fact, they've won 3 cup finals in a row on the series. They are running hot, and they will run out onto the National Stadium here in Singapore, led by their captain, Reece Lane. Black Ferns have been very, very impressive of late. They got some good support here as well in the building. And alongside me on commentary is former South African international Layla Arison. Layla, how impressive have you been with these women in black so far of late on this series?
Oh, Roots, they started off slow. You kind of looked at the way that they went about things and you knew that they hadn't just found their gear. And towards the latter end of the season here, they've kind of found their gear. They stepped up. They knew what they needed to do. We heard some interviews say they just went back to basics. I think it was Michaela Bly that said they went back to what they know, kind of revert back to what you know to make sure you get your...
It's been all black for the Black Ferns in this fixture. It'll be Tyler King who'll get us underway. No Michaela Bly on the field. She's on the bench at the moment. She's got 31 tries in their last 3 events for New Zealand. And it'll be Spain with early possession here with the ball in hand off the kickoff. Let's see what they can do on attack. There's a short ball and a nice hit up from Paula Oroquena. New Zealand level on points with the Aussie Sevens at the top of the women's standings. Just points difference puts them on top. Remember, the subplot here this weekend, the big subplot is that the season's league winner will be anointed at the end of this Singapore event this weekend before we head to that grand final in Madrid at the end of the season where the series champion will be crowned. Georgia Miller went in there for the steal, couldn't quite win it. Good keep ball here from the Spanish women. Their best finish this series was 7th. That was in Vancouver, and a breakaway here from Maria Calvo. She finds the support runner as well. Really good purple patch this from the Spanish women, looking to strike first against the Black Ferns here. They carry it forward again into the 22. Arriving is Stella to play scrum half. Now they'll try and use width here. Were Los Leonas. Oroquena with beautiful feet. She's through again. Oroquena, the tackle from Waka. An offload might do it off the deck, but Stacey Waka brilliant with the tackle and then the jackal on the floor for New Zealand.
Oh, that was some exciting stuff. Want to go quickly, the Black Ferns. They don't want to wait.
No, they're certainly not. All that good attack from the Spanish women. It'll be Ignacio who will score just her 3rd try all time on the series. She doesn't get many, and she'll take her time here after all that defensive effort right at the other end. That's a bit of a heartbreaker for Spain. Bit of a go slow here. Someone from the Spanish team's going to have to get back here. She might get the word from the referee to say put it down. Yeah, there you go. And they do get the 5-pointer to get their try scoring started here in Singapore.
Waka got the turnover, quick hands through, found the runners, and Ignacio took a leisurely stroll down the park to get the first points for his side.
Yeah, and almost inevitably, Tyler King adds the extra 2 from right in front. Brilliant defensive effort, wasn't it, for that woman? Stacey Waka, what a brilliant player she is. Olympic gold medalist and World Cup winner in 15s, of course. One of the real superstars of women's rugby around the world. Here's Tyler King. That change of direction she likes to do with the restart. Never quite understood why, but it's her thing. Waka on the chase. And the ball comes down to Fernandez de Cordes. See, they're really trying to work over New Zealand with the ball in hand here, Spain. They've looked impressive so far on attack. Looking to use some width again. Here's Dominguez Sanchez, chopped down by Woodman Wycliffe. She then goes up for the steal, but Oroquena's there to send it away again. Good skill set so far from the Spanish women, and getting away from Georgia Miller on attack is Fernandez de Cordes again. She finds the inside pass to Blanco Ortiguera. Felix Hotham on the chase, but she will not catch her. That is a absolutely crackerjack score from Spain against the Black Ferns. Brilliant hit back from the Spanish women.
Oh, great work by the Spanish women against the run of play. kept ball in hand, stuck to the processes, no 50-50 passes, always looking for the support on the outside, asking great questions of the Black Ferns defense. They got no answers for them at the moment. Gets the 5 points in, but that was some hard work, gutsy work. Thing against the Black Ferns, you're going to have to work it out. You're going to have to dig the spade in, start digging. And they could be pressing with themselves in the first 2 minutes.
The extra 2 as well. We are level, 7 each. Top-ranked team New Zealand, bottom-ranked side Spain. What a game so far. Fully deserving of that tied scoreline, Layla, the performance Spain have put out on the field so far.
Yeah, really come in. They decided they want to come in to play, work hard. They've gotten all the rewards for it at the moment. Just stick to the processes, I think, at the moment.
New Zealand have called 65 unanswered points since Langford in 2022 against Spain on the series. So they're the first 5 points that Spain have scored against the Black Ferns in quite some time. Here's Georgia Miller, though, trying to hit back for New Zealand. Oh, the Rookie of the Year gets away. And she'll stroll in for New Zealand's second. That's what they do to you, don't they? They are world class. They might have conceded at one end, but Georgia Miller's hit right back. That's her 40th all-time try.
Yeah, they say a team's the most vulnerable after they've scored a try. And that was heads-up rugby by Georgia Miller. She's going to back herself every single time. That's why she's so impressive. She's got this ooze. She oozes confidence. You saw the little dummy pass on the inside. She was halfway over the try line already. That's just hard work, grunt work. And often you've got these individual star plays that create something. But if they back themselves, they're going to end up and finish it too.
Another couple of points from King. Good kick from wide out wide. Shirei Kaka on the exercise bike, keeping warm. Not that you need to here in Singapore.
Yeah, no, not at all. It's warm enough, but got to keep the muscles going.
Hello, Shirei. Looking forward to seeing her out there as well. She and Michaela Blyde are on the bench at the moment, preparing to make their entrance. Stacey Walker will look to chase this restart here from Tyler King. Actually, they're going to go the other way, over the far side. It hasn't gone to 10, though. It's gone over the sideline, in fact. Maybe it did just sneak over the 10-metre line in the end. It'll be a line-out throw to Spain here. 14-7.
A bit interesting, they didn't travel. Georgia Miller also changed her route towards the end of that kickoff. She changed the way she was going. I think Tyler King fooled everyone, opting to go one side. This is attacking opportunity now for Spain as well. They've just got to get ball in hand, play from a set piece.
They've been in and around games, haven't they? They haven't had a lot of victories of late. Just 5 on the series so far, but within 7 in their recent fixtures. That just shows you the improvement this team have made. That's been overthrown, though, back into New Zealand hands. There's Miller again. Now Felix Hotham. She's got Woodman, Wycliffe with her. She'll try and get the ball away, but it might be stripped clear here, almost, by the Spanish defence. New Zealand will reload. Miller to King. Sets a final. Another 15-a-side World Cup winner and Olympic gold medalist in the New Zealand team. Just such a decorated team this side. They've swept all before them in recent times in all forms of the game. Here's Felix Hotham again on the cut. Is the greatest of all time in terms of try scoring. Portia Woodman Wycliffe, and now another opportunity for Ignacio. She's going to get a double under the post again. Oh, that's a slick finish from New Zealand. That's what they're all about.
Ignacio with the brace in the first half. Accelerated a little more than she did with the first one, but they really use the full width of the park. There's the Black Ferns. They kind of stretch your defense. They make you think twice about where they're going to run it. They're not afraid for the offloads, and they're not afraid to punch up your defensive line either. So as soon as they punch, they got the offload on the shoulder, and that's where Ignacio got her try too.
Corey Sweeney, their head coach, approved of that one. So did Michaela Blyde, who's leading the cheering on the sideline for the New Zealand reserves. Another successful conversion from Tyler King. So despite that excellent Spanish try in that first half, New Zealand will go to the break leading by 21 points to 7.
Your exclusive broadcaster for the Olympic Games Paris 2024.
We'll take flight into Pool C next. Fiji against Great Britain in the women's competition. Fijiana and GB looking to get into that top 8 ahead of the grand final in Madrid. It's going to be tough for them. They got a repechage in Monaco to look forward to as well. Busy times for these teams in rugby sevens at the moment. In fact, correction, the men have got to go to the Monaco repechage. The women, of course, already have qualified for the Olympic Games in Paris. We're back underway here, though. Spain trailing New Zealand 21 points to 7. Setafano to Miller to King. And the 2 tries in the first half. Ignacio's there in support here of Stacey Waka, who put out a good defensive display in that opening half for New Zealand. Setafano, formerly Fitzpatrick, offloads it. Felix Otham now, Woodman Wycliffe, that quintessential in and away from Portia Woodman Wycliffe. Now Georgia Miller, already a try for her in this game. There's a scoop offload over the top, back into the hands of Woodman Wycliffe. New Zealand will reload here. King, long pass over the top to Waka. Then she'll dot it down for New Zealand's 4th try.
The Black Ferns Sevens, 96 all-time career tries for Stacey Waka. Very flat ball coming from King. Saw the space on the outside. They'd drawn 2 players in. So there's an overlap on the outside. Stacey Waka, smiling assassin, just getting in there. They do really hard work to the Black Ferns. They kind of chip away at you. And then eventually when you run out of legs, you got someone like Stacey Waka on the outside who will finish it for you.
Yeah, it was good vision from Tyler King, wasn't it? Just to see the space out wide, dink it over the top. Always smiling is Stacey. Portia Woodman Wycliffe showing some new body art on the left calf there. 26-7. A couple of changes here for the Black Ferns. You see Portia Woodman Wycliffe heading to the sideline, replaced by Michaela Blyde. 31 tries in the last 3 events for New Zealand. 7 of those have been assisted by Shirei Kaka, but she's been almost unstoppable on the series of late. Pody Lane feeds the scrum after that excellent steal. Here is Blyde coming around the corner, already running at pace, drifts inside, in and away, and try time. She's only been out there for 10 seconds, and she's already got her first try here in Singapore. Number 238 all time for Michaela.
If you're the Spanish side and you kind of look at the depth that the Black Ferns have brought to this tournament, they really have gone for the big guns. And it's terrible to have Michaela Blyde sitting on the bench that could potentially come in within the first 10 seconds of being on the park and do that to you. That's pure determination in her eyes. Good set play coming from the scrum. Had the bit of a wraparound on the outside. And Michaela Blyde backing herself, gets into the corner with Shirei Kaka on the outside.
So that try to Michaela Blyde as the conversion attempt from Pody Lane doesn't make it. She's now 2 within Maddie Levi. There you go. Madison Levi 46 for the season. But in the kind of form she's in, I'm not sure that will remain the same when we're done here in Singapore this weekend. Extraordinary try-scoring ability from both of those players. And here's some more possession for Spain. Can they make something of it? Not with defence like that from the New Zealand captain.
Hits all round. Ran into the wall of Pody Lane. You almost kind of want Spain to use more of the width of the field. Try and just spread the Black Ferns defence.
Okay, we can go sideline now and have a chat to Georgia Miller as they prepare to set a scrum out on the field. Georgia, 31-7, so far so good. You're pretty happy?
Yeah, pretty happy. Tough start out there in the heat. We thought the stadium would hopefully make us a bit cooler, but no, it's definitely hot out there, and Spain really brought it to us.
What's the secret at the moment, Georgia? You're running hot, 3 titles in a row. You're hunting down another try here to guess who, Michaela Blyde. What's going so well for you?
I think just our connection. We've got a real focus on just thinking about ourselves and worrying about what we need to do out there, and it's really just coming off and allowing us to play some really good footy, which is nice.
Selection's also interesting. You guys have come in pretty much unchanged. Just the one change coming into this tournament. Aussie Sevens, for example, by contrast, so you're challenging for the series, the regular season title. They've left Charlotte Caslick and Shani Smale at home. So what do you think about that? How come you've come fully loaded and they perhaps rested a couple?
Yeah, don't know what the other teams are up to. I think, as we said, just focusing on ourselves, and it's nice to have a consistent team and keep on building those relationships. We've got girls working really hard at home as well, so the in-house competition is next level, which is really good and allows us to put out performances as we have been.
Thanks, Georgia. Great to get that insight. Really appreciate it. Congratulations on the 40th try as well.
Thank you.
Wonderful that the players offer themselves up to talk to us during these games. You just get a totally different angle, don't you, Layla, on what these teams are up to.
Yeah, and you kind of just get a feel of what they've been doing as well. I love that she's been speaking about the connection, what they've been doing at training and building the relationship, but also the continuity in the side, which is why they've come all full stacked.
Well, yeah, they've only got 2 players injured. Sarah Hiddeny, of course, who's rehabbing that ACL injury, and Kelly Brazier, the only 2 players unavailable. Otherwise, the squad is full metal jacket at the moment. And Blyde offloads it somehow off the deck into the hands of Manaya Nuku, Pori Lane. Little show and go from Ikanasio. She's on a hat-trick, remember. That'll be quite some start to Singapore Sevens. Remember, this is the first time the HSBC Sevens has been here in Singapore in the women's competition. And back in black, back in the Black Ferns, is Alina Saili here in Singapore. And she's got her first try on the weekend, and it's number 40 for her as well.
Number 40 for her, knock, knock, who's there? Alina Saili really just got on the outside, stepped, looked at the hard step, back onto the inside, over-tracking from the Spanish defense. She already started talking towards the line and headed towards the out on the outside, and Saili read that. And then we're back on the inside. We talk about working and grunting, and that is what it is.
Oh, she'll be thrilled as well, Alina Saili, because we haven't seen her on the series since Perth in January, so that confidence you get from coming off the bench in your return match, getting your first try back, that'll give her a really good feeling. 38-7, all changed now. It was tight in the first half, not anymore. New Zealand top try scorers at the last 3 events on the women's series. Of course, they and the men's team did the double in Hong Kong, and Spain, I think, are going to take their medicine here and look forward to their second game. They did really well in the opening 7 minutes to stay in touch of the top-ranked team in here, but the Black Ferns just a bit too strong. They've won this Pool A opener by 38 points to 7.